everybody, this is Mario Lewis 64 and welcome back to my vlogs. In this episode we're going to be looking at all of my stuff that I got new. We're going to be looking at my gaming setup now compared to part 1, which was 2 weeks ago. So first we're going to start off with what the setup looks like from afar. This is the setup right now. I've got the keyboard, which is hooked up. I'll show you that later. I've got the Azure mouse. Right here, I've got some Logitech speakers, which are pretty well. And this right here is a Logitech C920 Pro Streaming webcam. We're going to do a test on that in just a second. And for my monitor, I'm using an Acer X203H 1080p monitor. It is 20 inches. For my microphone, I'm obviously using a Blue Snowball Ice with a Dragon Pad pop filter. And on the desk, I've got my Super Mario World cartridge for my Super NES, which isn't hooked up, Rubik's Cube, my Xbox One charging port, because I usually play Xbox One from here, even though my Xbox One is right here. My brother is playing on the Xbox right now. He's streaming it from my laptop, because I gave the laptop to him. Up here is my Super NES, or my Super Nintendo Entertainment System with Mortal Kombat 2 in there. I haven't hooked it up in a while. So, let's get to some of the tech. My computer right now, I'm recording with the Blue Snowball. At the moment, I do not have my face cam on. I'm recording from the screen capture device. So, we're going to test out our internet. For our internet, we are using a TP-Link. Something, I forget the router's name, but it's pretty good. So on my desktop, I have my recycled bin. I've got Steam shortcut. I've got Google Chrome. I've got Movie Maker, Gary's Mod, Flight Simulator, OBS, No Limits 2, WinRAR, I don't know how to pronounce it, Terraria, Case Animatronics, Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4, and FNAF Sister Location. So right now we're going to do tests on the internet. So all I have to do is press this home button on my keyboard, and it's going to load up Google Chrome. So right now I'm using Google Canada, because I like Canada, obviously. So since this computer is running AMD graphics, ooh, look at this little doodle. Ida Lewis's 175th birthday. So, for example, I'm gonna look up Mario Lewis 64, and the internet's actually really fast because this is 100 megabits per second that we're dealing with here. So I'm gonna close out of Chrome, and we're gonna go to my AMD Radeon settings real quick. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here. So right over here, you can look at the model I have for wait, what's going on? Yeah, move that there. Okay, open Radeon settings, even though it's gonna take a second because I'm recording right now. So as you can see, I'm using OBS. I've got everything set up right here. The Blue Snowball microphone, it says stop recording right here, and it has a video with audio. I'm running at 60 frames per second. Here we go. So this is my AMD Radeon settings, since I'm running Radeon graphics. For gaming, it has its own little setup right here for gaming. It even reads all of my Steam games. So for global settings, I'm able to change all the settings because this graphics card in here is actually optimized for gaming. So for the system, I'm using Radeon Software 6.6. For the graphics chipset, I'm using an AMD Radeon R7 graphics. Memory type is DDR3. I'm using Windows 10 Enterprise. I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM, or rapid access memory. And for my CPU, I'm using an AMD A8 7600 Radeon R7 with 10 computer cores. With a core clock, I'm using a 728 MHz, even though I don't really care what that means. I don't really want anyone hacking to my freaking computer. I'm talking to you, Arturo. So I've got a whole bunch of other things on this display. Let's go back into here. We got virtual super resolution, the color temperature, GPU scaling and scaling. Display 1, the Acer X203 VGA. because it's connected with a VGA, not an HDMI. So yeah, that was everything I have on my desktop so far. I got this nice 1080p wallpaper. But right now, we're going to transition over to my webcam, and we're going to do a microphone test of the webcam's dual speakers. Here we go. Okay, everybody, we are back here. I'm using the Logitech C920 webcam. It works wonderful. Right now, I'm running it at 30 frames per second at 1080p. I could also go to 720p at 60 frames per second, but I don't know how to do that right now because I got it just last weekend. I got this at Office Depot for about $99. It's kind of hefty, but it's not too bad for the best-selling webcam in the world. The Logitech C920 is sold more than any other of Logitech's webcams. So, yes, the Logitech C920 is the world's most popular webcam. The C922 is better than this, but it also has the same price tag of $99, and we didn't really feel like driving all the way to Best Buy, which was right next to our Office Depot, to go get a C922, even though Best Buy didn't even have it on sale. Best Buy had it for $120, and Mom didn't have that much money because we were also going to the store getting the new wireless router because my other one was screwing up. So, it has blue lights on it. I'll show you that right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It has an autofocus feature. So let me put my hand right here. See, it autofocuses my hand. It's got everything. Then I'm going to take my hand away, and it focuses right on my face. So if I were to move closer, it would focus back and focus forth. So let's transition to the webcam's microphone, and let's get started. This is a microphone test of the Logitech C920 Pro Streaming Webcam. This webcam has 2 dual array microphones, which is great. Blue lights, it's quite good, as a matter of fact. It's not too good in microphone quality. If you really wanted to use a microphone, you could use this microphone right here. It's not bad. So, for beginners, if you were to get a Logitech C920, if you don't have a microphone like my Blue Snowball, then you could just use this. But I still recommend sticking with a microphone, a low budget microphone like the Blue Snowball, the pop filter and all that. But this was about $50 because the extra $10 because of the pop filter. So if you really want a low budget good webcam, I recommend sticking with the Samsung Meteor or the Blue Snowball. Or Blue Snowball Ice, depending on which one you want. So other more expensive options for microphones would be the Blue Yeti, which is the most popular microphone on YouTube. And there's also the Razer Siren. Not only that, there's the I don't really remember, but there's a lot of good webcams, especially from this company called Rode. Get this is not a sponsored video, just have that in mind. So I'm gonna stop the recording. Now I'm gonna transition back to my GoPro. I'll see you guys in just a second. So you guys just saw that recording right there that I made with the webcam's dual array microphones. So right now I'm going to show you my screen, what it looks like right now when I'm recording. So right now you can see my GoPro right there. You can see my room and all that stuff. The color contrast is actually pretty good. So right here, that's the lights that tell that the webcam is on and it's functional. Doesn't tell you when it's recording, but it tells you when it's on and being used. So yeah, that's basically everything that's on my desk. Now we're going to get to the computer. Alright, so I just turned my light back on, and right now we're going to get to the computer. So, for my computer, I'm going to do a more in-depth thing explaining the computer. So, this is a Zalman T2 case right here. It's pretty sleek in design. It's really good. It has 3 USB 3.0 ports, and it has 3 USB 2.0 ports, which is not bad. That's 6 ports for USB. Right here, this is the micro receiver that is both for my keyboard and for my mouse. This is a USB 2.0 that I'll probably plug in for my phone sometimes. And oh yeah, I unplugged my blue snowball, so I'm going to plug that back in right now. Sorry about that. So behind here, it's kind of a mess, but I've got the VGA cable for the monitor. I've got the USB receiver and the microphone input for the speakers. And I've also got the USB input for the webcam. So for wire management, it's not very good, but it's a start. To manage the wires, I'm using zip ties. It's not very good, especially back here. It's a nightmare. It's a freaking nightmare. Right here is the port for the webcam. That's the speakers. That's the VGA cable. That's the blue snowball. And right here, that is for. Let me show you my my device that I'm using for my internet. A TP-Link. What was it? I need to look at the box again. Oh, it's a looks like it's an AC 1200 wireless dual band USB microphone, USB wireless adapter. If you could plug it in straight into your computer, but that's not as stable as plugging it into the wire that it comes with. So I'm on T2 PC. I need to measure it, but it's about the length of my arm, about half the length of my arm, and it's about half the length of my arm. It's about half the height of my arm, a little bit higher than half, and the length, it's about half my arm, which is actually pretty well. So as you can see right now, the webcam is picking up every move that I'm making. So you can see on the computer screen and on my setup, you can see that I'm using the GoPro and all that. And actually, I just might put it in its case. So this is my case right now. The webcam isn't really getting my face, so I'm gonna stick the camera in here. And now you can see how I'm holding the webcam. Or, no, how I'm holding the camera. I'm getting mixed up. So, it's going to focus on it real quick. And then it's going to focus on us. You see that? You probably couldn't see that very well because my camera isn't the best GoPro out there. I could get a Hero 5, but I don't vlog very much. Well, yeah, I kind of do, but I don't need a big, fancy, expensive camera to go vlogging some days when I fix this. So right now, we're going to actually look at the design of the webcam itself. So as you can see, I'm going to pick up the webcam and move it around the room. So this webcam has a detachable clip on, and the head bobs up and down, which is great. It's very useful, especially for computers like this. You can tell that this is a camera that's definitely designed for computers. So if I wanted to put it back on my computer, it's kind of tough to do this with one hand. I'd have to unbend it. My camera work is bad. I'm sorry about this. And then just plop it on here. Under here is some foam. What is it? It's like, yeah, it's under here. Under that clip, you can't really see very well because of the lamp. I have some rubber that's keeping it very well in place. And the wire is right here with it right here. So I could bend the webcam down, have it focus somewhere else, and bend it up and have it focus on my face. But overall, this webcam is great. And this is the, we're supposed to pre-order a webcam like the Logitech C922 online, but I didn't feel like waiting, so we just ran over to Office Depot and got the C920. So, yeah, that's pretty well. So I'm going to transition back to my computer, and I'm going to do the outro. Buddy, welcome back to my computer. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. But before we end this video, we're going to go to Google Chrome, and I'm going to show you all of my friends' channels. So right now, we are at my friend Royal's channel. You can see all of his awesome content that he has on here. The Pt.2, that's pretty cool. He does animations and all that. I'd like you guys to subscribe to him. We're also going to look up... Bag of Chips 24. Sorry about my slow typing. I've got the microphones right in front of my keyboard. So you can see this channel right here. This is my friend Samuel's channel. I can see his Social Blade stats. I'm subscribed to him. Always subscribe to these people. He's doing new series and all that. So yeah, that's our showcase of all of the new channels that I wanted to show you guys. I'll put their links down in the description. Peace out. Have a good day.